Welcome back, guys. We are here.
We're gonna get flagged for that audio.
No, we ain't. You know why? It's non-copyright. This is how
We're,
you start a damn pod, you
we're gonna get
dumbass.
we're gonna get flagged for
No
that audio.
copyright.
We're gonna get
Music.
flagged. We're gonna get flagged for that
This is
audio.
by Fire and Thunder. Free epic music. No copyright, bum. This is how you start a pod.
We're gonna get flagged for that music.
Wild card music, guys. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Welcome back to the Final Say pod, fellas. Let's get it going. Look at that. Look at that. Matt's even feeling it too. Woo! All right, guys. Sorry. We had to get us livened up. I know we've heard some very rumors that some guys start crying, get sad, whatever. We don't know what's going on. And got the juice. Who knows? As I was saying, welcome to the Final Say pod, where you get the best sports analysis, the best group, and the best men in the world. Matty Ice, how you feeling today, bro? I see that you got a great label on your thing, man. Sala, what's going on? Please explain.
I think that, in my unprofessional opinion, that we should hire Salah as our defense coordinator because our defense sucks.
I like it. I got Brock Purdy talking about it later too. I heard John Lynch. Juan, you got the juice. What's going on, bro? What happened? Look at this guy, man. He's just saying hi like that. Come on, liven up the crowd, bro. We're here. It's Thursday night. Prime time. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 5 straight days of playoff football, whether college or NFL. Hype the fuck up, Juan.
I'm already annoyed. I didn't know your voice. I didn't know your voice could be this annoying.
All right. Let's start it off early. We had a great beginning, great end. Hey, it sucks because it's bittersweet. We're starting to fall down in games. We also know the end is near in the NFL and college. We're going to start out with college. We're going to start out with a couple of questions we got. If you want to start out that first one, Matt, found out something very crazy today. I love what James Franklin said. If you want to pull that up for me. James Franklin had a very good take today. See what he said.
What is Jake doing right now?
Can you pull up the question?
What are you doing?
I'm trying to pull up the question.
You're acting weird.
Can this piece of shit pull up the question or not? I'll have to do it myself. Piece of trash. James Franklin points out Notre Dame gets an advantage to not have to play a conference championship. He also did specify on other things too. I will add that in. But is he right currently with what he said right there, Matthew? What do you think?
No.
Why not?
Why?
Notre Dame is... Hold on, before we go on. One, Notre Dame, I don't know if you know this. Notre Dame is a non-conference team in the NCAA. You also, I want your opinion as well. Go ahead. Go ahead, Matt. We're all ears.
No, he doesn't have a point at all, man. I mean, hey, bro, it's not Marcus Freeman's fault that he's coaching Notre Dame. It's been an independent school for the longest time. Boo-hoo. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Why does James Franklin have a point? Hey,
well, hold on.
Hang on.
Hold on.
We've never had playoffs like this before.
Well, hang
Hold
on.
on.
Absolutely. James Franklin, question for you, man. Now, I believe that this was probably the first year that Penn State made the Big Ten championship, right? If I'm not mistaken. Did they even go? Did they go?
Yes, this is the first time.
So let's say y'all didn't go. Then what? Would you think that he would have said this if they didn't go to the Big Ten championship?
Well, hold on here.
No.
Are you using that against him?
He's using this against Notre Dame. So why not use that against him?
And I want to add this in. Notre Dame, apparently to each college in the Final Four, they each get $15 million for making it to the Final Four. This is what I've heard. Okay, everybody in their division or in their conference has to split that up with the conference itself. Notre Dame gets to pocket $15 million for themselves because they're not part of a conference.
How long have they not been? How long have they not been a part of a conference?
Man, it's going on years now. It's going on years.
Why is it an issue now?
I think that the fact of, and I will say the positive as well, because this was said also on other shows earlier too. I'll give the positive as well. Notre Dame will never have a bye week the same way that the 4 other teams did. But at the same time, they get to skip that conference championship. I'm wondering, and I was really kind of figuring out, how come if Texas gets the $15 million, and they will, they have to split that up with all the other SEC teams. So they'll end up getting about $3 million of it, whatever. Same thing with other conferences, the Big Ten with Ohio State. Notre Dame practically gets to pocket that money themselves, by themselves. I don't like to plug other shows, but on First Take today, there was a woman that was talking about it to Stephen A. And it was a shocker. It got Dan Orlovsky out of whack. I got out of whack when I was listening to it also. And I said, man, I got to bring this up on the pod. There's no way. So it kind of gives an unfairness because now that we're in the NIL years, this is the NIL era, those guys just got $15 million to just practically spend these next couple years as long as they make that Final Four. So it kind of helps and hurts. I get what James Franklin's saying. I'll point this out. Notre Dame. And I think, I don't know if y'all said it or if Omar said it on his pod.
Nice plug.
On his pod.
I guess shout out Omar's pod. What is it?
Are we part of Ball and Buds now?
Go ahead, bro. Give him free promo. Give him free promo. Go ahead.
One of them.
No. Give him free promo.
He guessed, and I think this is a wise guess, that he believes there'll be 2 mega conferences. And like I said, I don't know if Matt said this as well, but there's 2 mega conferences, and they'll take away the 4 conferences that there is. It'll just be 2 big conferences, so just like how an AFC and NFC is.
He's thinking the NFL.
He's thinking the NFL wise as well.
Does he have an inside source on this?
I don't know. I don't know if it was a wise guess. Huh?
What's Omar's pod's name?
Well, he does his own. The Professionals. He does his.
What's it called?
Well, he has Ball and Buds. That's his company.
All right, shout out Ball and Buds.
Yeah, well, yeah. I was just wondering if that ends up happening. It does erase away what Notre Dame has that the advantage of. The thing is, I don't know if that's happening in these next couple of years.
Never going away, bud.
You don't think they'll be able to do 2 mega conferences?
No, it'll never go away.
Really?
Too many teams. Way too many teams.
Have we learned that? And I know that it was.
No, hang on. Not only that, bro. That it's like a dumb theory. 1, too many teams. There's a reason why the NFL does it because there's only 32 teams in the NFL. Mm-hmm. There's 100 and something schools.
I get that.
Not only that, there's so many disadvantages if it happens in college.
I want to add this in. I think did the playoffs expose?
It's the first year that they've done this.
I want to add this though. Is it really showing that it exposed the teams that got in that really shouldn't have been in? The Boise States, the SMUs.
You could so you.
I'm just calling a spade, bro. Really think about it.
Can you say the same thing for Georgia? Can you say the same thing for all those other teams that lost?
Well, hold on. Georgia won a game. They've won games before. They've won the chip before. Boise State walked in here and got demolished. We've seen a history of big time teams doing this. I think it exploited it.
Oregon, like you know what I mean, like that team got demolished.
Like you know how in the NCAA basketball, I know we'll get into that in March when we finally get into it. You know, oh man, you might see a random Rutgers they hit a 3 to win the game. They're in the top 16, but in the end they get their ass whooped by the Elite 8. I think we're seeing that in college football to where you can kind of cancel out those wish list Cinderella story teams, don't you think? We really didn't get one. I mean, we got a Big Ten powerhouse in Texas. I mean, in Ohio State, an SEC powerhouse in Texas, and then Notre Dame, which has always been a big conference, a big school, and then Penn State. I mean, if you really think about it, none of those Cinderella story teams really showed you.
Right.
I'm just saying, James Franklin gets this point across, and I get it because of the NIL. And now those guys are going to be able to use it. I'm just saying eventually why I think Omar honestly got this maybe from a Joe Cladd or somebody. They thought the same thing. We don't know.
Can I say something?
But if it was two mega conferences, that would make the league better. I
No,
think.
it would not. So many
Can I say something real
disadvantages for
quick?
other teams.
Go ahead, Juan.
Such a dumb take.
It says if it was first agreed on in 2014,
Mm-hmm.
right? So this has been happening since 2014.
And that they were going to move from
They were going to be a non-conference, whatever you call it.
Okay? Notre Dame. Yeah.
Yeah. It was the first agreed upon in 2014, and it runs through 2036. So it's been 10 years, and it hasn't been an issue. But now it's an issue?
The NIL and the playoffs. That's a big thing, Juan. Juan, I've been told if you eat an apple a day, during the 70s, the doctor said if you eat an apple a day, you keep the doctor away. Nowadays, if you eat an apple a day, you can get hemorrhoids. You never know, bro. You got to be careful. Let's call a spade. New information, new goals. You got to understand that. We got new information. The NIL came in. The NIL was not there in 2014. The way the playoffs are now, this wasn't there in 2014. You got to change the way it goes. That's what makes the NFL king and better. They do that. You always see that they change and make rules after their seasons. I think the NCAA needs to prosper that way as well.
Right. I agree with the whole thing. Like change is good. Change is good. And, all this like NIL deal things and all that stuff. But like, it was something that was agreed on 10. Well, this is going to be 11 technically. 11 years ago. It's not something that happened last year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. And it's going to run through 2036.
I think it'll be a bigger issue here soon. Notre Dame is going to be able to pay a lot of players, especially if they keep making this Final Four. And the way that they make this seeding, and I got killed for it, but I think I'm right on it because I think Oregon would want the same thing. You think Oregon thinks that they shouldn't be there instead of Penn State? I told y'all Penn State had the easiest walk-in. I warned you on that. I specifically said it 3 weeks ago. I said, man, Penn State's going to walk into the Final Four, and then that's when Matt said, well, SMU will probably beat them. No, they walked in. It's a change, bro. This is what's going to happen. And if Notre Dame finds a way, and I give it to them, they did beat Georgia. But at the same time, if they get to walk into the Final Four every time, they're pocketing money that fast. And the NIL helps that a whole lot for them for the next seasons. I'm just saying.
It says the Nittany Lions and other Big Ten teams must play 9 conference games. The Big 12 also schedules 9 conference games, while the SEC and the ACC remain at 8. Notre Dame has a flexibility with the remaining games in its schedule that other teams simply don't have.
That's another thing. Hey, Juan, you're opening a Pandora's box with that. I want to scream at that too.
Can I finish real quick?
Go ahead.
All while earning revenue on a similar scale as the Big Ten or SEC schools through its negotiated TV deal with NBC.
So you know what that tells me? If I'm any SEC team right now or any Big 10 team, I start making bums. You know that we've noticed that Texas had to play Michigan this year, right? If I'm now Texas and I'm part of the SEC and I know I got to face 8 juggernauts now, fuck that. I'm not playing Michigan ever again. I'm going to go find some crappy schools if I know that all you got to do is just to get in, just to keep winning. That's what I don't like about Notre Dame.
But I just think if people are mad because they did something that benefited them. And in the end, what's so wrong about that?
It's a slap in the face.
Fair is only fair when it's not happening against you.
You know what? I think James Franklin's going to open up this, and I think this becomes a bigger impact. You
Yeah,
watch.
but how much money are you willing to pay to change the rules?
I don't think he needs that. I just think he needs the NCAA to step in on that.
Right, and if they
Figure
step
that out.
in, they have a deal through 2036.
I'm telling. Then you know what I would say? Notre Dame, you're disqualified from any championship bowl games until 2036.
Why
You want to play that game? Let's play that game.
Why disqualify them for something that they did right?
No one. You're screwing people over doing that. You're screwing people over, bro.
When you negotiate a deal in your favor, right?
Well, you know what? There's a new deal now, and the NIL comes in contact, and so does championships. You get money for this shit, man.
It just sounds like you want to penalize Notre Dame for doing the right thing. They're abiding by all the rules that the NCAA abide by when they negotiated this deal.
I think if Notre Dame would somehow win this championship, there would be an asterisk behind it. That's all I'm going to say. That's the way I'll end it.
I would like you to say the same thing about the bubble, but you won't.
It's a whole different issue. Don't do that.
Exactly.
Why would there be an asterisk behind it just because they didn't play in a conference championship?
They didn't play a conference game.
Is that
they didn't win rightfully?
Reason? That's the only reason.
Not only that, Matt. Whenever we were looking through Notre Dame's schedule, they picked up a cupcake schedule. That's the part of it too, bro.
You said it yourself. You can only play who you play. According to
they found a maneuver to screw other teams because Texas can't get away from SEC games.
But according to everyone else,
have to keep
Texas had the easiest schedule in the thing, and you said, "Hey, we can't control who we play." And now, when it comes to Michigan and Notre Dame, you want to sit here and penalize them because they got a cupcake
cheating the system, bro. They're cheating the system.
What's wrong with that?
Shout out James Franklin. And I think they'll win tonight.
It just sounds like you're being a big hater right now, big dude.
Okay. He's hating.
I don't know.
All right. You got anything else to say, Matt?
They've beat everybody who's in front of them. They beat Georgia, the top SEC team, and then you want to penalize them.
I don't know if they beat Georgia, if they have a tougher schedule, or do they get to play the cupcakes they've played the past 8 weeks. I don't know.
If they played cupcakes the past few weeks, that means they actually meet a team like Georgia, that means they should have got their ass stomped, no?
Well, or Georgia's killed themselves just to get there, bro. And by the time it gets there, stop that.
You're all over the place.
Okay.
It makes no sense.
Shout out to the guys that will literally text me later and tell me, damn, Jake, you had a damn good point.
All year long, you said Boise State had a cupcake schedule. Look what happened to them.
They got their ass
and all of a sudden, you're changing it for Notre Dame.
But they don't have a roster. Notre Dame gets a good roster because of how good their history of the team, the history of the school. Mm-hmm. They're getting 5A players. They're not getting bums. Boise State's dealing with 3 AA players. Don't do that.
Stop.
5-star recruits, there's a difference, bro.
Stop.
Do that. You got anything else to say?
I think that James Franklin is just making an excuse because they know they're going to get their ass kicked.
And when they lose that game.
I wouldn't take it that far, right? But I wouldn't take it that far as Matt's going. But what I will say is it's kind of like a cop-out. If they win, no one says nothing. We did what we're supposed to do. Congratulations. Who is it?
Penn State.
But if they lose, then this is their cop-out. Then this is their thing to fight and raw against and yeah. And I think that is such a little girl move.
Okay.
I think it's such a piece of shit move to do.
Speaking of one great head coach to another, go ahead and pull it up. The NFL, we're going to go ahead and get into the NFL, Mike McCarthy. Apparently, Mike McCarthy, well, the Cowboys in general, denied Mike McCarthy from doing an interview with the Bears. Now, in my opinion, my question to y'all is, do you agree that Mike McCarthy should stay a Cowboy, or should he switch to become a Bear? Or play the field? His contract ends, before y'all go, his contract ends, I think, February 15th.
Yo, what are you doing right now? What are you doing? I'm talking to you. What are you doing right now? No, hang on. We're about to have a talk. What are you doing right now? Just because? No.
Are we about to fight on the pod?
No,
Are we about to fight on the pod?
Just because your boy from the other pod said that Juan wasn't that lively, bro, and all of a sudden, bro, you're like, oh, let me take over what Juan usually
You know what's
does.
crazy? Matt is the person that will tell me privately, hey, bro, find a way to get Juan to talk more. And now I found a way. And Juan didn't even know college. And yet is able. Did Juan have a good opinion of his own right there?
Absolutely.
I think Juan killed it right there.
Absolutely.
I think Juan destroyed it right there.
No one's disagreeing with you.
Slap in the face. So, as I was trying to get Juan to ask, I wanted to ask Juan that question first.
Juan just privately texted me right now, and he said, do I even have a job anymore? So you're coming at me, bro.
I want to see.
But Juan is seeing it too,
No.
bro.
Show me the message right now. Show me the message.
Too. So like,
Do I even have a job?
I don't want to tell you. That's private conversation.
No, I was trying to get Juan to get in, and Juan has brought up great points. I love it. I love Juan right now,
bro. You're taking over his shit right now.
Juan's taking over mine right now by being great. He's kicking ass right now. He had a better opinion than you did the last topic. I'm just calling a spade a spade.
No, you're just saying that because you disagreed with me. That's it.
Juan, did you not disagree with me?
I did.
That makes no sense.
Because you have a hate against me for some reason.
Go ahead, Matt. Do your thing.
I'm your fucking kryptonite. That's fucking why.
Oh, there you go. Hey, main character syndrome. Oh, who does that sound like?
Me, bro? You're over here taking over everything. Me?
I think.
No, I gave. Hold on. If I'm being what is that?
Are we really fighting on the pod right now?
If I'm being the mediator, I'm practically giving away my spot right there.
The mediator.
What is a mediator?
I thought Molly Curran. I'm like Molly Curran or Joy Taylor.
That's the mod. She's the moderator.
Joy Taylor? What? You're sucking dick to get to the top two? Or what?
Chill on that. Poor girl's getting screwed right now, victim.
No, she's not. She's getting what she. No, she's getting what she puts out, bro.
Don't do that.
You can't put out bad energy and then decide to not have bad energy. All right.
Slap in the face.
Hey, Jake, what do you say, bro? If it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, then guess what? It is a duck.
Don't do that, bro. That's hurtful.
It's not hurtful.
Yo. All right, go. Who wants to go first on this? I can go.
I think we should leave.
Why you say that one?
It's his last year. They waited like to the last minute to pick up his whatever his option is to make the decision to stay. And then this year they're doing the same thing and not letting him go for the Bears position or just the interview for the Bears position. And he technically doesn't have a contract right now, and they don't want him to interview anywhere else. It's like, what are you keeping me around? I'm not going to be the Joy Taylor. I'm not going to suck your dick just so you can keep me here, bro.
You are taking shots at this point.
I'm not going to do that, all right? I'm not just so you can bring me back because no one else wants to come play for the Cowboys. That's not my fault.
Okay, hold on. Before I get to Matt, real quick, who has a better Super Bowl window, Cowboys or Bears?
The Bears.
Think of the next 2 years.
The Bears.
Really?
I think the Bears have a really good defense, and I think Caleb Williams is only going to get better from here on out.
Would you put him better than Dak already?
I mean, Dak's. I've always said Dak's yardage or whatever his stats or whatever are in garbage time. They only get, Dak only has good positioning whenever he's always playing from behind, and that's the only time you get those stats from him. That's how I feel about Dak.
Okay, last question, and then we'll get to Matt. The field, if it's not the Bears, do you see another job opening currently that you think Mike would have more success than Dallas? There's New England. I can go real quick for you. New England, Las Vegas. You got Jacksonville. And then I know there's one in the NFC. I'm trying to think of the other one.
What
Is
about
that
the
the
Jets?
4?
The Jets.
Then the Jets.
Jacksonville.
You think
And
Jacksonville?
Jacksonville and the Jets.
I like that. I'll get into why I think Jacksonville too. Go ahead, man. You're on mute. This guy's an idiot.
Professional. He's rapping, singing a song. Get it going.
Get off mute. What?
Sorry, guys.
He's
My
really
mic is
cracking.
off, bro. I'm not being professional right now.
I haven't been professional this whole show.
Go ahead. I know you've been taking shots at Joy. Poor Joy. Go ahead.
Poor Joy.
Poor Joy for getting on her knees to move up.
I got one more before I leave.
Huh?
I swear, hold on. I swear. I'm going to give one more real quick. I swear, right? If Jake had a woman's private area, he would totally use it and abuse it to get where he needs to go. I agree with this take 110%. He would totally use it. You would totally use it and abuse it to get where you need it to be.
I can't comment on that.
Yeah, because you would. It's okay to say you would.
Life will tell you how easy it is to have something dinging in between your legs.
Everything's gonna be
Poor Joy's got to deal with that crap.
She did it to herself.
Go ahead, Matt.
So, Mike McCarthy, he has 1 year left on his contract, yeah?
No.
Or is he done?
This is it.
Yeah, he can literally leave the 15th.
So, if I was Mike McCarthy, I would look elsewhere. I would get off the Cowboys because obviously Jerry Jones doesn't trust you. Usually when a head coach is on his last year of his contract, he gets a renewal, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's more than anything. Obviously, Jerry Jones, he's kind of like sending a message like, I mean, he did send a message this past season, like, we'll see what you'll do. We'll see how you coach this year, and then we'll talk about a new contract. If I'm Mike McCarthy, I'd bounce, man. I'd bounce and run for the hills. I think that.
Go ahead.
Sorry, my bad.
No, go ahead.
I think that I don't like Mike McCarthy. He's a good head coach. He's not a bad head coach. He's up there with the Sean McVays and the Sean Paytons. You know, he's
Don't
right.
I was
He's
not
even
even
laughing too. He couldn't hold it. He couldn't even hold it. He tried. Couldn't do that.
My bad. He's not there with Sean McVay. He's up there with the Sean Paytons.
Stop.
I think that he could go elsewhere. I think that Dak is holding him back more than anything. Dak is a mid-tier quarterback. Let's be honest. I think that he can go elsewhere like the Bears. I don't think that he'll take the Bears. I think that he'll go somewhere else, like the Jets, maybe. Who knows? I think the Bears.
A-Rod's not going to be there.
Wow.
He's not
going to be there.
Okay.
A-Rod's going to go somewhere else where they need a bridge quarterback for the time being.
A-Rod's going to hold a clipboard.
No, he'll be starting somewhere else.
A-Rod's going to go to the Titans.
Titans is a good one.
They got the first overall pick.
Absolutely. Oh. Why not put Aaron Rodgers in there?
Shador or Cam get signed, they're automatically playing. Don't do that.
Shador Sanders is going to fall out of the top 10. Book it.
Yes, yo, he just saying stupid shit today. First Joey, now this. He's out of here.
It. He falls out of the top 10. Anyways, I say Mike McCarthy goes elsewhere. Cowboys disrespected you by not even renewing your contract. Leave.
Do I agree with y'all? Absolutely. I agree that the Cowboys screwed the pooch on this. And it's like you already told him you wanted a divorce, and now the divorce papers have showed up, and you're trying every way you can to make sure he don't sign them now. In my opinion, sign the damn papers, bro. You're better elsewhere. Would I go to the Bears? Absolutely not. Why would I go to that quarterback that has shown me nothing this year? Sorry. Just got to call a spade on that. Well, a place where I would go is I would go to the easiest division. I want to help myself and keep making sure I boost myself up. Guys, what is the weakest division right now? Do you think the AFC is pretty weak? Really?
South is the weakest.
Absolutely. I go to where I have a top-tier quarterback already. I go exactly where I need to go, where I already know I have a top-tier QB. I have receivers there. And all I got to do is fix the defense up. So if I'm him, I go call Trevor Lawrence and I say, I'm on my way to you, bro. We are going to fix this together and make this team better. Because our only competition is that bum-ass C.J. Stroud and the Texans, and they don't look so good. They'll be out. Hey, they'll be bounced, guys, after this week. Don't worry.
Why go from a B-plus quarterback to a C-plus quarterback?
No, stop that. Stop that. Don't do that.
Not only that, Indy is kind of like up and down.
What do you mean, Indy? You think he'd go to Indy?
No, I'm just saying though, like
Oh, you're talking about the conference.
competition. Indy is good. You know,
until they get a quarterback one. Come on. Nobody believes AR is any good. I'm sorry.
What if they pick up? What if they pick up AR? Aaron Rodgers.
I think A-Rod.
They already got Flacco, and you know Flacco's been a great veteran presence.
You know what used to make A-Rod look so good? He could always ad lib. He could get out of the pocket, make something out of nothing.
I agree with you. He hasn't been as mobile, right? But now, with this year coming up, we're going to be 2 years away from that Achilles.
Yeah, you know, how much older now? 2-1. It's not like he's 31 with the Achilles out of there. He's now 40.
I'm just saying, I think that mobility can, you know.
I'm going to be honest. I think that these top teams that are going to be looking for a quarterback in the draft, I don't think they should get a quarterback. I think that they should trade a second, third round pick for Joe Milton, and then get a weapon.
Tennessee,
Tennessee, the Raiders,
the Giants,
maybe.
Oh, stop!
Joe Milton is not a bad quarterback. That dude has a cannon as an arm. He's what the Colts wanted in Anthony Richardson.
I'll say this. I want to see that consistently. He looked good this weekend, but anybody can look good on a Week 18 game that nobody cares about, and he's just throwing it up.
Not only that,
pressure's there. I got to see. Go ahead, Juan.
I didn't have anything else. I thought about saying somebody was going to be really dumb. So.
Well, I think in the end, Mike McCarthy should really consider going to the Jacksonville Jaguars. You go to the easiest division. You're practically fighting the division. That means that you're practically fighting to win what? As long as you win 10 games, you got a chance to win the damn division.
Is Doug Peterson worse than Mike McCarthy?
Oh, absolutely. Doug Peterson's a one-hit wonder.
So is Mike McCarthy.
Mike McCarthy stayed consistent throughout his whole time. He stayed in the playoffs. Don't do that. He stayed in the playoffs most of his years.
Not this
Doug
year.
Peterson can't sniff that shit at times.
He sniffed it last year.
Oh, stop.
Okay.
Next one. Gosh.
What did he say? Why did he say Juan? Like, I'm running this show right now. You're running the show.
I just got killed by Matt.
That's right. Listen to Daddy. All right, next one.
Matt, next one, please. The NFL coaching tracker.
Go ahead, Wad.
So we are being really professional right now. I already said the NFL coaching tracker.
All right, I heard you. I'm hearing Patriots are favorited to get
Bill Belichick.
No, not Bill Belichick. And I just had it in my head. The Titans hold head coach. What's his name? Mike Vrabel.
Mike Vrabel.
So I think with that, that's the best head coaching job available. I'd grab that in a heartbeat. I'm hearing, after what I heard from the Bears GM, He's not looking into that offensive coordinator from the Lions. If you listen to what he was saying he don't want a guy that just is worried about one side of his ball. He wants a guy that's worried about both sides. So he said that he's going to be very detailed on who he grabs. So it could become a shock to people. He was just on, what's it called? So I don't think they end up getting Ben Johnson. And then Juan just said before the show started, and I agree with him. He said, hey, bro, Brian Flores is getting blackballed practically right now with what's going on. I mean, they're now throwing all these stories out right now so they can kill him, so he don't even have an opportunity. So right now we got some openings, and we don't know who's going to come in. That's what's crazy to me.
Did you see the report? Did you see the report that that I don't know why they keep putting this out there, but the Bears should trade for Mike Tomlin?
Who was that?
The Bears should trade for Mike Tomlin.
Oh, Mike Tomlin. I'm not hating on that. Bro. I think your voice can get very old, is all I'm trying to, especially when you're a motivating coach. The voice can get very stale in a locker room. Look, guys, Andy Reid is probably the second greatest head coach of all time. He got fired. There's no wrong with that. I have one of my biggest guesses with y'all that Kyle Shanahan will get his first Super Bowl not in a San Francisco hoodie on. I'm just telling you, there's nothing wrong with change. I think it's time for Mike Tomlin to go. I really do.
Never had a lose season.
Stop that. And then I'm hearing Jacksonville. Man, I hope that they do try and think of Mike McCarthy, bro. That would be a good grab. Thing is we give a lot of offensive, defensive coordinators a chance when they're not ready yet. Now, some do pan out. Some don't. And then you end up doing in another year. I know y'all saw the Denver situation when Nathaniel Hackett, probably one of the worst coaching hires of all time. Stuff happens, bro. You got to be careful with who you grab. So I'm hoping. What the hell happened to him? No. I'm hoping that these guys figure out and they get the. Remember, Pete Carroll's still out there. There's not scrubs out there, man. There's some good players, good coaches. I think Vic Fangio, should get a look at. The way that he's improved that defense on the Eagles side, it's pretty good.
How well did he do for Denver?
He didn't have a quarterback. Put him with Trevor. That's not bad. Put him with Caleb.
He still wouldn't have a quarterback if he went to Jacksonville.
Stop doing that. He hates on that boy. But we'll see. I think here in the next week and a half, I think we get a lot of coaching hires like that.
Hold on.
I think they just start trickling in.
Hold on. Are you not interested in Prime saying that he would go,
with his sons?
Yeah, where he can go coach his sons.
I don't like this LeVar Ball take. That's what it sounds to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's very LeVar Ballish. So he's practically telling a team, "Hey, you need to draft not only Shador, but you can draft my son as well, and then I can come by and coach."
It's also very LeBron-ish too. Don't just say LeVar Ball.
LeBron, don't do that.
Oh, like Bronny's not on the Lakers.
Hey, he let him go into the G League for a reason. He's letting him build.
I'm just saying though.
I think Dion would let his son, who's probably a good XFL corner, he would let him start in the NFL for no damn reason when he's not that great.
I'm just saying.
Oh, any other ones?
Robert Saleh. Today, the 49ers interviewed him, which we all know it wasn't really an interview. It was like, yo, long time no see. Yeah, pretty much. The reports came out saying if he doesn't get a head coaching job, he will be headed back to San Francisco without a doubt. So let's hope he doesn't get a head coaching job. Which I don't know why he would want another head coaching job right now. Because he's still getting paid by the Jets. He got a big payout. So why go to a stressful head coaching job and you have to rebuild Jacksonville. You have to rebuild the Raiders. You have to I don't know who else he got interviewed
I think
by.
if you miss your hot hand, you can get lost. And he's got a hot hand right now. Why I think he's got the hottest hand right now too, one of the hottest hands, is the way the Jets looked after they let him go. They didn't look like crap after that.
That's true, but other teams are looking at, and let's be honest, they're looking at the offensive guys. They're looking at Ben Johnson.
Absolutely.
They're maybe looking at Mike McCarthy. So
I think there's now. Me personally, I love offensive head coaches more because if you get an offensive coordinator, a good one, usually they leave in the next 1 to 2 years. So absolutely, but defense is still out there. Defense is still out there. See how it goes. Your next one. It's time. That time.
Yo.
It's time to get paid.
I thought we were gonna run through the games first and then hit the money mat.
that makes no
Keep it
sense.
this-
We've never done that.
Okay,
It's gonna be a good one.
Are we still on the same one? Matt,
What does that mean?
are you still using the same thing?
Same one.
Oh, yeah, right?
Yeah.
Okay. No, it's the money mat section. Let's get it going. We're not sponsored by Prize Picks, but we all like to make a little extra. So with that being said, we got a guy here who dials the numbers, crunches up the numbers, does all the great things, his research and all that good stuff, and hopefully he tries to make you some money. So with that being said, it's the money mat time.
First and foremost, I want to apologize to the Final Say fans. Last week, I had a winner, and these guys just brushed it off. Y'all could have won some big money, but thanks to these two, Dumb and Dumber, that they brushed it off and didn't want to do it. So my apologies to y'all. But don't worry. I kind of rushed this one. Keep it $1.50 with you.
So don't bet $1.50.
Boom. Saquon Barkley, he took a week off. In his first 5 attempts of rushing, he's going to get over 25 yards. Let's be honest. CJ Stroud, he's going to throw a pick against that elite Chargers defense. Let's be honest. Derrick Henry, the MVP of that team, he's going to make a touchdown. We all know it.
Hater.
1 yard line, just hand it off to Derrick Henry. And Baker Mayfield's favorite target, Mike Evans. Tutty.
Only one that worries me is Mike Evans. I think in playoffs, when you say nobody gets doubled, no. During playoff time, they take away your best attribute, your best player. I think they take away Mike Evans this game and see what he can do with everybody else.
No.
So you got one.
And I think also I agree with Jake on that. We're in the playoffs, so you're playing. You're going above a step up above as far as like good defenses. You're going to better defenses than me.
Washington
playoffs.
doesn't have that great of a defense.
But they got Marshawn Lattimore.
And that's Mike Evans' son right there.
Yeah, but they hate each other.
Absolutely.
Well, I think Lattimore is going to play with just a little bit more fire.
Mike Evans can play with just as much.
I agree. I want to see it, but that's the only one I'm worried about. And stop saying the MVP of the thing. All right.
He is the MVP of
Get
Ravens.
that shit out.
We all know it.
Stop.
Get that shit out.
All right. Wild card weekend.
Why don't you keep us away? You're gonna put the bracket. I thought you were gonna
Because
put.
Oh, yeah.
I do what I want.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Awkward silence.
No, it's not awkward. The only thing that makes it awkward is the fact that no one was talking in that short little segment that we had right there. But as far as wild card weekend, I like this whole Saturday Sunday thing. It's really intriguing to me. I know we've had Saturday games before, but I really like when the games are on Saturday. Sit back, chill, I'm not like you two guys who are up on Sunday, Monday. I can enjoy a game for once.
You're off on Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah,
Get out of here, Juan.
I'm off Sunday.
Saturday too.
No, I'm not.
You don't go to work until 11,
That's not true.
and you just walk around the store
That's part of it.
and talk to Jeff for like 3 hours.
My boy. You can put the bracket
Gosh.
up.
Yes, sir. Out of the way, but I'm sorry, I'm just being so unprofessional.
Well, I don't have anything else to fill the air with. And
I
Jake
know I'm being so
I
unprofessional.
know, but Jake's looking at us like as if he doesn't have anything else to say either.
I'm ready for wildcard weekend. I thought it was going to come up already.
So Jake, give us
I hope
brief.
both y'all wearing pants.
Jake, give us a brief statement about Joy Taylor, please. Your opinion on Joy Taylor. Go ahead.
I think the hairdresser screwed her. I think women have the right who they want to sleep with, especially if they're single women. Can't come at them.
Yeah, but to preach that you like had hard work, you had to do hard work to move up, and then just to find out you had a dick in your mouth.
You got to chill on that. We don't know if that's true.
That is true.
This is no. See one. Remember earlier I told you. Nowadays it's guilty till proven innocent, not
I've
the
said
other
that.
way around, bro.
Wait, what?
Remember how you said, "Oh, it's innocent till proven guilty."
Right, it's
No.
innocent
And nowadays it's
Right.
guilty till proven innocent.
She's guilty in the court of public opinion. She's
Shit's
not
sad, bro.
guilty in the judge is not saying you're guilty because you're doing this stuff. Why tell the truth when the lie is always better? Is what I've always been told.
I'm just telling you, bro.
That was beautiful.
Sad, honestly.
Finally.
All right.
Wild card weekend. It's a wild card going. And the first game we're gonna talk about is the Texas Chargers. We're just gonna go AFC to NFC.
All right. Look. Boy, did Jim Harbaugh and Justin Herbert luck out of this one.
Another lookout.
They walked into probably one of the easy. If they lose this game, I will literally clown their asses so bad on Tuesday. I think there's two for sure bets I'm hearing, and this was one of them. Everybody says, the Chargers got this in the bag. Might as well not even watch the game. I think the Chargers will win as well. Khalil Mack, Joe Bosa is going to make it hard for C.J. Stroud. He's not going to have no time. He's not going to look good at all. He hasn't looked good all season. Nothing's going to change on that. I'm going to go Chargers end up winning this handily. I'm going to go 31-14. And C.J. Stroud is out. And for a time, it would look like the Chargers will see the Chiefs the next round.
You know, I called it before the season even started. I got laughed at, mocked at by Jake. I said the Chargers are going to make the playoffs no matter what. I said Justin Herbert, all he needs is a head coach. He got one. Looky here, man. First year playoffs. CJ Stroud has looked like dog shit the entire year. I don't see anything changing this game. It's in LA, hometown, playoffs. Justin Herbert's been here. You know, his defense screwed him the last time he was in the playoffs. His head coach did. Jim Harbaugh won't do that. He'll have a better game plan. CJ Stroud's going to be seeing ghosts by the end of the game. Chargers are winning this one all day. They're moving on.
I see that people.
What do you think, Juan?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go the Chargers. Jim Harbaugh. Justin Herbert. Yeah, I'm gonna go the Chargers. That defense, yeah.
I just find it laughable that he's saying, "Oh man, I've been saying this from the beginning."
I did, and you know.
Hey, thank Jim Harbaugh. That's what you need to do.
Justin Herbert, I think all year he threw just like 2 picks, bro. Got to give it to him.
Okay.
Ravens, Steelers. Yo,
I'll let Matt go first on this one, man. He's been telling me about this quarterback over there in Pittsburgh.
I don't know why I said it was at LA. It's at
I thought it was.
Texas. No?
I thought it was at SoFi.
It's in Houston.
Yeah, I don't know why I said that.
Oh,
I had a blonde moment. Um, Ravens Steelers. Ravens Steelers. Juan's favorite team, the Ravens. Jake's most hated team, the Steelers. Nothing more would please me to see the Ravens fall on their fucking face.
gross.
And then see all these fucking Lamar dick suckers. Well, he still has a chance at the MVP.
Hold on.
This MVP talk, whatever it is. But Ravens are
This
the
is
clear
grief right here.
Ravens are the clear-cut better team than the Steelers.
Hold on. Zay Flowers is not playing. He has been ruled out. Does that change anything for you?
No, I still got Bateman.
Doesn't change anything because he's still got the MVP running that ball. And I'm not talking about Lamar.
Lamar, right?
If they didn't have Derrick Henry, then that would really sway me to the other side. But they still have Derrick Henry. He's the workhorse. Ravens, they're going to run all over them. I don't think it's going to be a blowout in any say. It will be a close one. If it comes down to a kicker, then Justin Tucker, he's going to miss that one. He has not been the same Justin Tucker. But I see the Ravens moving on in a close one. Steelers fall down in another season. Ravens win.
You know what's crazy, one is Mike Tomlin with such, just arrogancy. I remember whenever they said, "Hey, man, when Russ started winning those games, they were like, "What, man? How did you know? How did you know? Like Mike Tomlin, how did you know?" He said, "That's why I get paid the big bucks. That's why I'm more compensated, right?" And now this week, I'm hearing they're thinking of putting Justin Fields in gadget plays. It's funny how a long thing comes a long way. I tried to say it. I told you Russ was shit. I saw the guy for the past 2 years. I knew this from the get-go. He can't even know the damn clock management. If he would have beat the Bengals, they would have got a free dub against the Texans. If they would have just beat the Bengals and he had a game-winning drive with 53 seconds left and all he needed was a field goal. He couldn't even get it. So now you get what you deserve. Congrats. You now see the Ravens in Baltimore with an angry Lamar and an even angrier Derrick Henry. Who knows? He has never been in a situation like this. I think this is a Derrick Henry game. I think he goes off for 135 yards, 2 TDs. They knock the dust off that team. Not only that, I think Russ throws maybe 1 or 2 picks. He's going to get very scared very fast, especially if he sees that score go a little too high for him. I'm going to go 28-14. Ravens win. Lamar is in clear command of winning and going to his next game. I think they win this game handily. I tried to warn these damn Steeler fans and these damn Russ fans.
They gave the division away.
Preach it. They're on a 4-game losing streak.
You gave the division away. The team that you were hyping up that they were so much better with this quarterback and all that good stuff, and he gave the division away. I thought Baltimore was going to have to get in the hard way, but it ended up being really easy for them because the Steelers gave that division away. That's all I'm going to say. It's ridiculous. All right. And then I didn't even know about the Justin Fields thing because I was going to ask, are they going to start Justin Fields?
Mike Tomlin was told on a press conference, he says, "Yeah, we are thinking of trying to throw gadget plays to try and bring him in." That made me laugh my ass off for every idiot that tried to tell me Russ was better than Justin Fields. just for them to come back and say, well, I guess we'll try Justin Fields a little. Stupid asses.
You don't think that was all just smoke screens so they can prepare for Justin Fields as well? Like, why would a veteran head coach, Mike Tomlin, give out that type of game plan?
Hey, Juan, Lamar had Tyler Huntley, who's a good running quarterback too at the time. He had him for 3 years. Did John Harbaugh ever try and make you get scared of a dual threat QBs of 2 times and saying, hey, we might bring Tyler Huntley too? No. You don't do that with good quarterbacks.
Bad take.
Good quarterbacks don't get replaced during the game. That's always been in general. Usually when you replace good quarter. Have you ever heard of Josh Allen getting benched for a couple of plays?
Okay, let's see what you're doing. You're comparing Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen. You might as well say Patrick Mahomes to Russell Wilson. That's exactly what you're doing.
Well, Matt, you tried to tell me this dumbass Russ was better than Justin Fields.
He was. The stats proved me right.
Oh man!
And this stat guy who you're so high on gave the division away.
No, but I'm telling you, the stats prove that their offense was better with Russ.
I think they'd have more fear if they were going into Justin Fields this weekend than Russ playing Russ tomorrow or on Saturday. I promise you that.
No, they would not.
If Russ stays in the pocket and he does not see his first or second read, the man starts getting scared and just takes a sack like an idiot.
No,
He's the most sacked quarterback in the past 3 years.
He was running, bro. He ran out of the pocket many times against the Bengals.
He lost the game. He couldn't do anything. 4 straight losses. Say it again, Juan. They gave
the division away.
So all those 4 losses are all on Russ, huh?
Hey, when they were beating the Giants and the Jets, this boy was over there screaming Russ away.
Because the stats prove me right that their offense was
not
better.
only that, the offense is better with Russ in it, but
man, couldn't
not a 4-game losing streak for a reason.
Because of Russ?
Yes.
That is crazy.
What are you talking about?
Because whenever they win and Russ has a good stat line, well, it wasn't because of Russ, it was because of their running game and their defense. But when they lose, it's because of Russ. Do you see that? Do you see the hypocrisy in y'all's takes?
His stats were piss poor when they beat the Ravens at one time this year. And Matt still came in there and said he came and did enough to win the game. Now he couldn't do enough to win 4 straight games and lose the damn division.
That's exactly what y'all say all the time. He did enough.
Well,
especially from the Ravens fan on the very bottom. He always says that shit all the time. But whenever y'all's logic is used against y'all fucking hate it.
Hey, I'm loving it right now.
All I know is
you thought this quarterback was that good. Better than Justin.
He was better. The stats prove.
No, you keep saying past tense was. And I agree with you. He was better. Not 4 games though. Not 4 games good. He was better though.
If Justin Fields was in, bro, they wouldn't be in the playoffs.
I don't know if that is true or not. At this point, I can't sit here and tell you that is true.
Absolutely.
You benched him, and what was his record?
All this hype about Justin Fields, man, where was all this hype whenever he was on the Bears? Both of y'all have said that he was a shit quarterback on the Bears.
I said he wasn't. I said he was average.
Hype this kid up.
I said he was average.
All of a sudden,
yelling doesn't make your point better.
What's going on?
Yelling doesn't make your point better.
God.
All right.
What's your score, Juan? What's your score?
I think the Ravens win, and they win big, bro. I think it's 34-14.
Man, if Steelers somehow
I said 34. I said 34, not 44.
If the Steelers somehow win this fucking game, bro,
I will come back and eat
y'all
crow.
are gonna be eating some fucking crow like no other.
I will eat crow. Let's move on, though.
No, this is what I'll hear. Well, their defense played really well. Well, Najee Harris went really hard for that 45 yards.
Let's move it along. Jake's favorite game of the week: Bills, Broncos.
Let me go first before Jake writes with his heart. We all know what this is going to be. We all know what's going to happen.
I can see what's happening.
Jake, I'm sorry, bro. It ends here. Congratulations. I'm not taking this away from the Broncos. They made the playoffs. I'm not taking
Wild
that
card.
away from y'all.
Wild card, like I said.
But, Jake, there's a reason why everybody and their mama was trying to avoid the Bengals. And they wanted to see the Broncos in the playoffs. This will practically be a bye week for the Bills. And I'm not hating. I'm being real. I see the Bills winning this big. I see the Bills winning this huge. I don't see it as a close game whatsoever.
Yeah.
And whenever this happens, this is going to be talked about all over the sports media. The Bengals should have been in there, man. The Broncos had no business being in the playoffs. No business whatsoever.
Yeah.
That's exactly what's going to... No, I'm not hating. I'm
Mm.
being real. I'm being a
Ooh.
realist. The Bills, no, mute your mic. The Bills, and you can agree with this, that they are the better team. They have the better quarterback. I will give it to the Broncos. They do have the better defense. I will say that. The offensive weapons, they kind of match up together. The running backs, they kind of match up together. But the Bills have one thing the Broncos don't.
Josh Allen.
Josh motherfucking Allen, bro, the MVP.
They don't have Lamar. They don't have Lamar. They don't have Lamar. They don't have Lamar on the team.
The Bills will win this handedly, bro. It's going to be one of those playoff games where it's the 12 o'clock game, you know. It's going to be like, oh, you know, this is the first game. People are going to be glad they got the worst game out of the way. That's how it's going to be. No hate. I love you, Jake. You're my brother, bro. Congratulations to the Broncos making the playoffs. But unfortunately, y'all will be one and done. Speak with your brain, not your heart.
Juan,
What's up?
if I would ask you a question, I would want you to answer honestly.
Go ahead.
Who is the pressure on this game?
Josh Allen.
And who else? Wouldn't you say the head coach, Sean McDermott?
Oh, McDermott, my bad.
I heard at the beginning of the year, Sean McDermott was on a hot seat. And then they did this crazy stuff. Looked great. So, Denver, and I love what Sean Payton said at the end of that game and in the locker room. He told his team, he said, guys, you're in. Doesn't matter the record anymore. We're all 0-0. And he finished it by saying, one thing I've learned is a young and hungry team is the scariest thing you can see. Absolutely. The cards are stacked against us. Josh Allen, probably second place MVP. You know, they've been here before. They have experience. We have a rookie QB. Haven't done nothing. Hey, bro, we should be celebrating that we just made it. Hey, we at least made it to the party. We didn't get the girl, nothing. We just showed up to the party. We got invited in. Thank you. Thing is we got the best rookie QB in the game. Thing is, pound for pound.
What? Go ahead.
Pound for pound. I believe our head coach is better than their head coach dramatically. I believe our head coach can make a team like this that was supposed to have 5 wins this season into a 10-win season and double the amount. This team is willing and greatly ready. And what I love the most is they're here to not just walk away. They're here to pull an upset. I made a prediction at the very beginning of the year, and I said, hey, guys, we're going to see the Chiefs, and we're going to end that three-peat. Well, guys, we got a date with destiny, and we're one team away from seeing the accomplishment. I think this weekend will be the shocker of a year. There's always one shocker in the weekend. Usually everybody else wins. We've already seen it. We said it ourselves. The Chargers will probably win. Hell, Matt even said it. As much as I would hope the Steelers would win this, I know the Ravens are going to win. There's always one. And I think this is the one. I think in the long run, it kind of hurts us because I think Josh Allen will finally get a good head coach. Because I think once we beat them this weekend, they will have to probably fire Sean McDermott, and he does have a chance at getting a better head coach. With that being said, it's going to be colder. The snow's going to be out there, I heard. Will slow down the better offense. I think they have the better offense. Josh Allen will not be so much Josh Allen. Mind you, we beat this team last year 24-22, and it was because we outcoached them. 24-22. Absolutely. We even had a worse quarterback, that dumbass Russ. But we won because of missed opportunities. If y'all look up that game, they would have won the game. We missed the damn field goal. They had 12 men on the field. Dumbasses. That's what I mean by we're about to have a coaching mismatch. Sean McDermott will do one or two plays in this game where you will scratch your head and say, damn, you let the Broncos stay in here and you're probably about to lose. I think we're going to shock the world. We're going to win 27-25, the shocker of an evening. Denver wins and Kansas City's. Because I know, you're right, Matt. They wanted to see the Bengals. Nobody wants to see the Bengals. And I loved that it was Patrick Mahomes that went up to Bo at the end of the game and said, congrats on making the playoffs. You know what that was to me? And I know Bo saw it too. The backhanded compliment. You weren't afraid of us. Well, now, when you see us next week, you're going to be afraid because we played you the best. The Bills beat you, but we played you the best this year. We had you beat. So when we beat the Bills, I want you to remember that Legacy said a date with destiny was going to happen. And we got it this weekend. 27-25. My boy Will Lutz kicks the game-winning field goal because of Sean McDermott's dumbass moves. And you will see a night falling. See you later, Josh Allen. Go ahead, Juan.
Before you go on, Juan, I just want to throw it out there. Jake giving out false narratives. Once again, per usual, Jake Montoya. There's no snow that day.
Oh, it had said that on the thing. That's fine. Like I said, we beat them last time we saw them. That's the biggest point I saw. And we beat them because of Sean McDermott's mistakes. That's what's going to change the game. We're going to outcoach them.
When did y'all beat them?
Last year.
So we're talking about last year.
I'm telling you, they had a better team than us last year.
Playoff, a completely different game, buddy.
Okay. See what happens.
Go ahead, Juan.
And we're gonna move this right along. We're gonna go Rams, Vikings.
You didn't want to say your take?
No.
Why not? What happened?
Rams,
What is
Vikings.
Rams, Vikings.
All right, I'm going to be honest here. I think the Vikings got exposed last week, and they will be exposed this week. I think the Rams will win this game. I think Sean McVay will outcoach Aiden O'Connell. Isn't that who's the head coach for the Vikings? What's his name?
Kevin O'Connell.
Kevin O'Connell. He will outcoach him. I think Matthew Stafford and them have experience. I think Sam Darnold will be jittery like he was this past week. I think they're going to lose this game pretty bad. I think it's going to be 27-16. Rams win. Experience wins.
Yeah, Rams win. Sean McVay is the better head coach. Matthew Stafford's experience. Sam Darnold's not. I think that Sam Darnold chokes in this game. I don't know if it's going to be like big. Minnesota's still favored, which is crazy. But at the end of the day, I give it to the Rams. Matthew Stafford's better. Sean McVay's better. They still have Cooper Cup. They have Puka Nakua. The Rams win it in a close one, though.
All right. Next one.
All righty. We got Bucks, Commanders.
I'm going to go. I can't see two rookies winning the same week. I'm going to go Bucks win this one. I think that Jaden Daniels will make a couple mistakes that that you'll look back on and say, hey, bro, they made the dance. Be proud that they made it. I'm proud of them for doing that. I think they're going to be a team to not mess with the coming years. But I think on that night, Baker Mayfield will outshow him and outplay him. I think they're going to win this game. I'm going to go 27. It'll be a closer game, 27-23. I think Baker Mayfield will beat him that day and will beat a young rookie Washington Commanders team.
Baker Mayfield, should have been in the running for the MVP this year, because he's that great.
You're reaching.
Back-to-back years that Baker Mayfield has carried this Buccaneers team to the playoffs. Put some respect in that man's name. Bad division. You had the Saints winning the damn division. But
Healthy.
Jaden Daniels, I agree with Jake. He's going to make some rookie mistakes. They played a hard, tough game last week, and I think that's going to put a toll on the Commanders. Buccaneers, Baker Mayfield, 3 tutties, man. They win this game all day.
What's your score?
I haven't been saying any scores.
I know.
I said 27-16. I did. 27-16.
I'm going to stick to my routine. I'm not saying any scores.
All righty. Last and not least, Eagles, Packers.
I think if J Love Live was healthy, man, will we get some dangerous stuff right now. But I think J Love Live is playing with his heart. He knows better. I wouldn't want to see Malik Willis. A part of me would want to, just to show how Matt's, hey, it's the scheme. Don't worry. The scheme is straight shit. J Love Live is him. And poor J Love Live, he got hurt last week. I think he's just playing for his team. He's just showing the camaraderie ship. He's trying everything he can. With that being said, the Eagles have a better roster. Jalen Hurts is practicing, so he will be playing this game. In the end, I think J Love Live is going to throw a couple picks that you're going to see ducks because he's not ready to play. And I think with that being said, the Eagles have a better roster overall. I think it's going to take a lot from Saquon to came through, and I think he's going to come through swerving, getting everything he can to get that dub. He'll probably have 100 yards rushing plus, maybe 50 yards receiving. He's going to be the game player this one. I'm going to go 24. I'm going to go 24-13.
I don't understand why Jake
Eagles win.
said that crap where Jordan Love's going to throw ducks because he's hurt. What's the difference between a hurt Jordan Love and a healthy Jordan Love? He throws picks all day. That's just what he does. He makes dumb mistakes. He's been doing it his entire career. Not only that, I'm going to add on, Jake, when is this dude ever healthy? He's never healthy. What is this, his 5th injury this year? Injury-prone quarterback. They made a mistake paying that guy. Anyways, Eagles are going to win this regardless, even if it was a healthy Jordan Love or a non-healthy Jordan Love. Eagles are just the better team. They have the better offense. They have the better defense. Saquon Barkley, he should have been in the running for the MVP. Let's be honest.
Everybody here, golly, let's just give it to anybody now.
And Jalen Hurts is playing, so that's a factor for the Eagles. He's been playing mid, but it's better than fucking Kenny Pickett. So I have Eagles winning this one over the Packers. That's it.
And he's not gonna say a score because he's trying to run the theme.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Real quick question I want to ask Matt. I know it's far fetched, but if Denver somehow does beat Buffalo, do you walk in and say we have a chance against the Chiefs, or do you say the same exact thing you said this week with the Bills?
I don't even believe that you have a chance with the Buffalo Bills.
So if we somehow miraculously beat them, and then we walk in Tuesday on a pod.
You just said it yourself. Miraculously was the word that you just used right now. I just want to make sure.
Not only that, you're going to be playing a healthy Chiefs team. So,
and there's no chance there either.
And I'm going to be honest too. I think that Sean Payton was throwing everything that he possibly could in that last week, and the Chiefs were just playing backyard ball pretty much. So you got to throw that out there too.
Not only that, you're going to be playing a Chiefs team who is well rested. And I know everyone likes to say rust, right? But this is also a team that's been here. So I don't know if that's like a deciding factor or whatnot, but you guys are going to be playing and you're going to be showing, because like you said, it's playoff time. And Sean Payton's going to show you why he's one of the better head coaches in the league. And if he does that against the Bills, you don't think the Chiefs are going to be watching?
I think the Chiefs will take us as.
Because you said it. I don't remember when you said it, but you said he doesn't want to show his whole hand. Well,
absolutely. This is the time to show it.
This is where you show your whole hand. And the Chiefs also get a little big up by having the ability to just sit back and watch you show your whole hand. So that's also something against you.
Okay. So if we would somehow beat the Bills, I got two guys still saying we would not beat the Chiefs.
I like how you didn't say miraculously.
Y'all won't win, so we don't.
I like how you said. I like how you didn't say miraculously. And this isn't Broncos hate. This is just someone.
Just facts.
This is just someone speaking analytically.
I think y'all walk into Tuesday and tell me, damn, I was wrong about Sean Payton and Bo Nix. That's what I think happens.
Said anything about Sean Payton. Sean Payton's a good head coach.
You've hated on him before.
Absolutely, because he's not a Hall of Fame quarterback.
You've compared him next to Mike McCarthy.
You want to go by Super Bowls, and I named
Mike McCarthy could not sniff a rookie QB to the playoffs.
Coaches that had won Super Bowl because you were comparing Super Bowls.
Okay.
And you don't know about Mike McCarthy because you never seen him with the rookie.
He's had Cooper Rush and Trey Lance. He didn't do shit with them.
Not rookies.
I'm sorry, experienced quarterbacks.
Trey Lance is not an experienced quarterback.
Okay. Like I said. Close it out, Juan.
Nah, you give us that energy you gave us in the beginning. So go ahead.
I don't have my music next to me. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Give us that energy you had.
No. I don't want people to think that they didn't have a job.
I didn't even know if I had a job. I thought I got resigned. I thought we were about to call back. I thought we were about to call somebody else to replace me. You're trying to get Joy Taylor to take my spot, or what's going on?
Yeah, I got no comment on that. You keep hating on that girl.
Ain't nobody hating. You just keep trying to save them, and I don't understand why.
All right.
Yo, thank you for riding with us. You know what I'm saying? This is another episode we're putting out. Like, comment, subscribe, do all those great things, do the things that we ask you to do. Hopefully we come back Tuesday and somebody's not crying. Because two people are going to be crying on Tuesday. Because if the Texans actually win, boy.
Oh, yeah, that would be bad.
Somebody's going to be crying.
That would be bad.
But with that being said, it's been another episode of the Final Say Pod. Thank you. We out.
We out.
5 minutes later, say it.
Bye.